that Fallen has hosted the room, and I know that I think one other person did besides me.
Yeah.
So if they're actually watching through another room, they might be showing up on that room's view list.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Chatty has been weird lately, where like it'll stop showing me people that I know are in the room. So I don't know what's going on with that, but it's all kind of been weird. There's HP Fox. HP Fox is the one that did the emote for us.
Chatty is fucked up. When you ban people, they don't remove them from your room. They just sit there.
Huh.
So even if they're not in your room, it won't clear them. And there's no way to... I don't know how to clear or refresh the list. I have to shut Chatty down and relaunch it. Which is annoying.
Chatty, like, its users list, and this goes for Twitch too, like, it can take anywhere from 30 seconds to 2 minutes for it to actually update.
I've had to sit there for hours, dude. So
maybe
it's not
maybe its ban structure is only banning people from chatting and not actually kicking them.
Because on Twitch they have a Zerg rush of spammers that come in and be like, "Why don't you use this on your channel to make money?" And you block them.
Is it the G2A like gold banner thing?
And other things, yeah. Depending on the game that you're playing, it changes what it says. But in one night, I've gotten like 8 or 9, and I don't have anybody in my room. It's like me and a bot and maybe one person watching my stream. And over the course of 5 hours, I've had 8. But when I block them, they're still in my room. They're still there, and it annoys me. And I have to shut Chatty and relaunch it just so that I can see that they've been removed.
We need to get
hey guys, I found a cool thing. If you try to interact with the dice, they disappear.
Yeah, yeah. Which is nice, because it gets it off my screen if, like, there's too many or something.
Yeah.
I am going to post the botch and crit macros in here if you guys want to use them.
Nice.
So...
And if you're going to roll for whatever reason, but if you're going to roll a die 100, which it ends up rolling 2 die 10.
Well, that's how you roll it. That's how you roll a die 100 back
No,
in the
but
day.
usually
they have die 100 dice too.
Yeah,
So
they do.
if you're going to do it, just do it one at a time, because otherwise you have a bunch of dice on the table and you don't know what's associated with what.
Yeah.
You know?
Jason, what is that? So, should I cut and paste that somewhere?
So these are, if you want, you're not required to use them by any stretch of the imagination, but they just make it easier. What they do is it'll put a button on your screen. If you hit it for the botch, it'll, like, if you've rolled a 1 already, this will roll a d20. If that d20 rolls a 1, it'll roll another d20 automatically until you don't roll a 1. Same thing for the crit.
So if I just cut and paste that into roll 20?
Yeah, there's a couple things you'll want to change about it, but yeah, you can just copy and paste that, and I can tell you what you need to change.
Well, the botch one. I'll do it. Can't hurt. So if I paste that into... Okay, there's
go
the
to My
button there.
Settings, and yeah, you want to add it as a macro.
Oh, setting... This is how often I actually use the fancy stuff. Show macro quick bar. Oh, add macro. And then type it into there in the action part.
Yep.
And name, I'm calling it the botch. Oops.
Somebody got it. Cypher, you got it. You may want to edit the emote section of that.
Oh, geez, yeah, it edited it to a emote. That's so fucked up.
No, it's supposed to look like a card like that, but I don't think you want the players were lucky this time, because that's kind of for my DM.
Okay.
And the other one is a crit.
So just remove that.
Or you can change it to whatever you wanted to say.
Copy.
Right, so.
Okay.
Did it work?
Yeah, it just gave me the roll that time.
That's just okay. Without the...
And then save changes. And it'll automatically do that, though. So if I roll a 1 or a 20...
No, you should have a button down at the bottom left now.
I didn't add a button.
No, you have to, when you click the show as token action.
Or click on in bar. Say it in bar.
Yeah. And then you have to show macro quick bar. Yeah, that's the next thing.
There you go.
Okay, cool. That's neat. Okay, they're added in. Okay.
But yeah, it'll just do the exploding dice thing if you roll a 1 on the botch or if you roll a 20 on the crit.
Oh, yeah.
Cypher rolled a 20 on the botch. Good job.
That's right. No, wait, what? I clicked crit. What the hell? That's me clicking crit.
Weird. You got your botch info in the crit roll.
What the fuck? Let me check it and see. Crit. It's called crit. And that's the crit info. So I don't understand why they're both showing botch. That's really strange.
Oh.
Yeah,
unfortunately, I can't see your. Yeah, I can't see your macros.
That one said crit.
Yeah, that was Steve. Steve's got it.
That still says botch. I don't understand why.
Are you editing the macro commands and stuff that's in there? Because it looks like you've got the botch stuff in there instead of the crit stuff.
Oh, okay, hold on. I copied, that was weird, I copied and pasted the thing and it didn't...
Sometimes your clipboard just fucks up because it's...
There you go. Anna's checking for boobs. There you go.
There we go.
And you rolled a 1 on the crit.
And I rolled a 1 on my crit. Damn it. Okay, so I
you
got
guys that are out there on Twitch, let me know if the sound, like the background music, is too high.
You can drag them completely off that little screen if you wanted to. Is somebody playing like the musical pipes there, or musical bottles?
There's like a festival happening down the street from me.
Is that why it sounds like somebody's blowing into a glass bottle?
Okay, I'm gonna mute myself and then we'll find.
There's a fair going on near Steve's place.
Apparently.
It sounds like Steve straight lives in an Ewok village.
He does. Chum to chum to chum.
I have met Steve in person and I'm still not convinced he's not an Ewok.
So
Cypher, did you get a new mic?
What?
Did you get a new mic?
I'm using, instead of using the Bluetooth one and having it disconnect every fucking 15 seconds, I just grabbed an older mic that I had, or an older headset that I had that plugs straight into my sound card. So yeah, technically it's a new mic.
Right on.
I know the sound quality is a bit different.
It's actually
Sounds
excellent.
fine.
That's
Yeah,
why I
sounds
asked.
fine to me.
No, it's better than your Bluetooth.
It's the only thing I don't like about this is that the ear cups are shaped like a D. So rather than being round, they're like a D shape, and they sort of hurt my ears after a while.
Dude, that's what my head's just fucking huge, and these headphones just push too hard on the sides of my head, even with it opened all the way. It put so much pressure on my head, I start getting weird headaches if I have my headset on for too long.
So, Cypher, just a heads up with those two macros. You may want to go in there and adjust the emote section of those. Because they're set up for mine, so they reference like the DM and me getting lucky or unlucky. So
okay.
you may want to change that.
I saw RN Jesus, so I was like, that's kind of cool. But, all right. Emote, what am I going to have it say?
But I'm going to give it about another 5 minutes or so. We'll get started on the actual game. And just give people a chance to trickle in and whatnot.
But
there you go.
But it's game time now. 5:30.
It is, but we kind of got a late start this afternoon, so.
And we got like it's now showing like 9 viewers. So
people know when we start.
It's corn.
I did a little extra stream last night, and I was doing some dungeon design, so HP Fox got to see some of that. My fucking copying and pasting everything in Photoshop.
Yes. He's got a goddamn pan flute in the background keeping him entertained.
It's true.
It's
hey, Vol, what's going on, man?
Oh, so if I did that in here, would that show it? Oh, it does. Sweet. So if I do the macro in Chatty, it shows the botch icon. So that's cool. He's got a goat-legged boy in the background dancing. That's what it is. Equals 5 feet. Well, I like that because that gives sort of a good impression of space.
No, that scale's completely wrong. don't pay no attention to that.
Really? Because I think that looks like realistic in terms of if the icons were considered to be, the bodies of the characters, then that square foot around them kind of makes sense.
Okay, so I'm confused. Shouldn't the Oh, I see. The crit and botch rolls are to confirm.
Yeah. So if you roll a crit, then you'll need to click your crit button to confirm it. It's just an easy way for you to confirm things.
Cool.
I don't know. That dice rolled off the map into the white space. So isn't that like?
That's an auto fumble, right?
Yeah.
It's still on the screen for me. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, but it's not on the map. It's in the white space under the map.
But
No,
you can.
It's on the map for me.
You mean solve that problem?
I think you're just trying to trick me because that was still on the map for me.
It also, if you scroll up and down, it stays with it.
Yeah.
Super cool.
I just gotta figure out because I've got some. What about if my level 6 spell, which is 8 die. It's 8 die. What is it?
It does have
6.
There is a max that it will die, that it'll roll at one time. I think because Volt and I were playing with it yesterday. I want to say it was 15.
So it's not. Wow, it's not rolling the spells.
It's not.
Interesting.
It rolled 0d0s, is what it rolled.
Okay, why isn't it roll damage? I don't understand. I have damage checked off, so that's kind of fucked up.
No idea on that one.
No? What the fuck? I've got the attack roll checked, and I've got damage checked. I have effects checked.
Do you have damage actually put in there? Because it looks like it's just rolling a bunch of D0s, according to the macro.
Attack, save, healing, damage. Here we go. Damage. Scroll down. What the fuck? Okay. Let's see. This is a dice. Okay. 86. Something changed because I cast this spell before. Alright, so how about now? There we go.
That's better.
Yeah, and that's supposed to be 8d6. So
It did do 8d6.
Yeah, it looks...
That's more than 8.
It's way more than
That's
8
more
on the
than 8.
screen, but it's 8 in the roll 8d6 on the macro.
Yeah, I don't know why it rolled something on the screen, but that's fine. Alright, let's go ahead and get started. Alright, so when we ended last game, where were you guys at?
We had survived the wild magic encounter with Dr. V's ex-girlfriends, also known as Ettins, and we were walking easterly along the path because Corvo was doing magical testings on the random wild magics and had just set himself on fire and was running for where we thought the stream / river / small pond / maybe a lake was, and I was running behind him throwing cheap beer on him trying to extinguish him.
Yeah. That was pretty much where we were last.
Looks like Anna may be having some technical difficulties again.
Damn you, Anna. You had it working. Why'd you have to touch it?
I saw it light up for a second.
That's what happens when we randomly change all of our systems.
I know, it's working. I'm going to click this button over here. Mm-hmm.
You're using the browser-based one, right, Anna?
Whoa.
It might be better to switch over to the actual download.
That's
I
it. Get to
I
it.
think Gingy said he was having some funky things with the web version of it.
Yeah, but I also have like fucking 30 tabs open. So I wasn't super shocked when it had a problem.
Anything goes
hang on.
wrong, I of course blame Steve. In before the Steve.
You can actually download it on the site itself. If you look at the top of the web page, it should have a link to be able to download the software. You don't have to go anywhere special.
That'll work too.
Yeah, or that. And you can put it on your phone. So if you want to, I don't know, be wandering around and not be at game like you're supposed to, Steve, then you could do that. You could do that too.
Ever.
Steve is totally not over by the Calliope paying the clowns to make blue animals. He is totally sitting in his apartment right now. Swear.
What we don't know is Steve's like at a fair somewhere eating funnel cake while he's talking to us.
Yeah.
No, the fair is around my house.
He's writing a book, role playing on the Chicago L train.
Yeah. There's a bunch of homeless people that are like, what the fuck is this guy talking about? Turning into animals?
What is he talking about? Putting on a robe and wizard hat? What?
Yeah.
Maybe I didn't have to. Oh, it doesn't matter. Fuck it. This headset can be plugged into a PlayStation or an Xbox or a PC. You can use it on any of them.
Fucking fancy.
Yeah, and it's got it's got volume control for like 2 or 3 different devices. So half the time I'm just like turning them all because I don't know which one's associated with what. Come in, Anna. Come in.
Oh, that is
You can do it.
Did you hear? Did you see a voltage spike?
Yeah. I'm not sure if that's because there's nothing in the white box at the moment, or if it's because something's being funny. So I'm gonna roll a couple of crit rolls real quick.
That is
Yeah, there it
weird.
goes.
Oh, and it's a crit. Oh, and it's a botch.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, now I
Yes.
can hear
Yes,
you.
ma'am.
Can't now.
Okay, I don't know where to download the app because every time I close to the website, it automatically loads me into this thing. So
Should be at the top.
there's nothing at the top. There's no bar or anything. It just says has a little controller thing, Dungeons and Distractions, and then hashtag general. And
Hang on.
That's all that's up there.
I'll give you the direct download link. Give me like 2 seconds.
I hate only having one monitor.
I would like to point out that his. Oh, the second one is. How's that an 11? That's a 1. That's a 1. There's
No,
only one there.
I hit the button twice. It just
No.
only rendered the first roll.
No, I know. It's got the. Well, it's got. Oh,
No,
okay, so
it,
20.
uh,
The 20.
it showed a rolling 1d20, and it's a 20 and a 1.
Yeah.
Well, it rolled the 1 because the 20 rolled. That's what it's supposed to do.
Okay.
It was bizarre. Yeah, but then, yeah, it's showing the crit for an 11.
I told it to roll a D12 earlier, and it rolled a D6, and the D6 had like a 8 on it, and it had the right info in chat though.
Weird.
Yeah.
So on the 20th, Shadowrun Hong Kong goes live, and then on.
Anna, there you go. That should take you directly to the download.
And then on. What's the date? This is
No place to
September?
download it.
The last link that I just threw in chat should take you should start the download as soon as you click on it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, it worked.
Sword Coast Legends goes live at the end of September.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that one.
You got a month to play Shadowrun, and then Sword Coast goes live.
Fortunately, I don't think I'm gonna have any time to play either of them with trying to get everything ready for Extra Life, but I'm sure I'll make time for it.
It works for him. What? Say it out loud. Ah, delicious coffee. Well, actually, I have time to snag a fresh cup of coffee then. Like 3 seconds.
Go for it.
'Cause Anna's fixing her thing.
5, 10, 15, 20, 30.
No worries.
I'd be running double time towards the stream, so that would be 60, not 30. Ah!
You guys that are doing the Extra Life stream, I know that there's a couple of you either listening or in chat here. Probably going to do character creation September 26th at about 8 p.m.
Okay.
Just so we can go ahead and get that out of the way.
Right, it'll be
It should be like
half dragon,
should be a Saturday.
half dragon, half ogre, black mage, bard.
So what you're saying is you're a giant anvil target? I should just drop as many anvils on you as I can.
Well, sure, because the natural, the natural resistance of the dragon giant is anvil. So feel free to drop all of the anvils you want. I'm naturally resistant to them.
Num 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 num.
Testing.
There you go. Can
Yep.
hear you.
Yep.
You're pretty good, Anna.
Can you hear us?
Yep.
All right, good deal.
Can you hear me?
No, we cannot.
Okay. Darn it.
All right, you guys go ahead and roll your initiatives for the week. Let's go ahead and take care of that.
Initiatives. Gotta find my character.
Surprise me, Captain.
Initiative.
I rolled a high again. What the hell? That's right. I'm on fire, so I'm running very fast.
That just makes sense.
Hannah with that too.
Well, she's like part red dragon anyway, right? So that makes sense. She's got a red dice.
It's for your blood.
She's distracted at the moment, that's all.
My blood is purple. Have you not seen Star Trek?
Yeah.
There we go. All right, cool.
Thought it was blue.
All right, so you guys are out in this along this wooded path, headed out towards the village of Altland. That you guys were sent to go check on this the druid's nephew.
The report of a white dragon with a possible rider attacking it and destroying it.
It was a green dragon.
Green dragon.
Green dragon. Who is this nephew you're speaking of?
What the fuck? Did you do something, Imp? Because there's a botch and crit button at the top of the screen as well.
Did you check mark token rolls?
I think so, yeah.
Show us token action. Go uncheck those.
Oh,
You don't
okay.
want those.
Okay.
All right. So, and I believe that you guys were headed. Let's see. I think Cypher was still checking out some of the wild magic stuff as you guys walked around the edge of the wild magic zone.
That's in the wild magic.
Yeah,
He was documenting the spells.
I think some of the wild magic stuff might be an understatement.
But the last thing that happened was he set himself on fire.
Yeah, he was trying every spell he knew until one set him on fire.
No, I was trying I had specific cantrips because I could cast them regularly, and seeing what the effects were. I would try one, and then that would have an effect, and I tried again, it would have an effect. It was like the third time I tried something when I burst into flames.
Right, that's right.
And so, after you burst into flames, I believe you were running towards the water. Was that
Yeah.
correct?
That's correct.
Okay. And then, as he was running towards the water, trying to remember, did Gingy hear anything going on at the water?
No. The last thing Gingy had heard was he had stopped hearing the sirens singing after the fight had ended.
Okay.
Couldn't hear it anymore.
Gingy, are you following Cypher towards the water as he's kind of running in flames?
Is the magic like a magical construct, or can I see he is on fire?
You can see he's on fire.
Then I guess I will follow him to the river, because I want to make sure He gets appropriately non-fired.
He just wants to point and laugh, is what it is.
It's true.
Well, that too. Yeah.
I don't know. When it comes to fire, if you're fine, then maybe.
Go ahead and give me a perception roll, Gingy.
A 2 dice perception. Oh, because it's the high and
advantage and disadvantage. Yeah. All right. So you hear the sing as you're getting close to the water again. The singing becomes a little bit more prevalent. You're able to actually pick it out again. And it is a voice that you recognize.
So, Cypher hasn't moved on my screen token-wise. And
Yeah,
since
I
I was pursuing him,
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm not sure where to place myself.
there.
I just kind of threw you in spots as we moved over to the new map. So that's my fault.
Yeah.
Okay. So, I guess I'm going to start looking around to see if I can determine where that voice is originating from.
All right, go ahead and give me another perception check real quick. See if you can find and locate where she is. 6 is all the way around. All right,
7s.
are they 7s? They're showing up as 6s on my screen.
The dice was a 7, but he has a
The
plus.
dice is
Ah.
inaccurate most
Well,
of the time.
It's
So I
plus,
wouldn't look at the dice.
isn't there a plus for it? Because
What's your
I
perception
guess-
skill?
yeah, wisdom. Yeah, because I've got a wisdom with a +1 modifier, so that would come out as 7 for me too.
Either way, I'll pay attention
Yeah.
to what comes up in
Well,
chat.
yeah, don't pay attention to the dice. They're highly inaccurate.
All right, so you look around and you're watching Corvo kind of splash this river water up on himself, and upstream about 150 yards, you notice that there is some person, creature, thing sitting on a rock in this pool upstream from you guys. Ignore the fact that it's one of the Yanti tokens. I just didn't have the right token.
Sure, ignore that. Wink, air quotes.
I mean, can I see her, or did I just get kind of the general orientation of the sound?
You can see her figure, so her shape, and you can tell that it's humanoid, and it is where the sound is coming from.
Okay. I will start heading that direction.
All right, and that is going to take you back into the wild magic zone that was marked on the map.
Of course it is. Why wouldn't it?
Because it wouldn't be fun if it didn't. All right, so we went ahead and took care of those two. Goat, what are you up to while all this is going on?
Well, I was the one who was actually closest to Corvo and running behind him, but we let everybody else initiative move first. So unless he's extinguished, I'm still pouring cheap beer over him.
Okay, and yeah, everybody just kind of moved all together because we were on a new map and trying to get things sorted out, so it wasn't a logistical choice.
I am still pouring booze over him until he's extinguished.
Okay. And it takes a couple of bucketfuls, along with a couple of handfuls of the river water that Corvo's splashing on himself as well. But he eventually does go out.
Yay! Oh, hold on.
Steve,
There we
what are
go.
you up to during all this?
Splashing you. Like an Abercrombie video. Splash, splash.
Steve.
There it goes again.
Steve
He's-
enticed by the
he's-
hand flutes.
Right?
What's
I'm
wrong?
sure he's somewhere with like a mouthful of funnel cake or something.
Yeah. What are you guys doing? What?
Who's not talking about?
Steve, what are you up to?
All right. So, can I see this apparition?
Roll me a perception check. Yeah, you can see her clearly.
Cool.
And that lady's naked.
What's up?
I said that lady's naked.
Oh, cool. But I've seen a siren before, right? As a pirate, it's like a thing that we know about.
Yeah, you've seen him before.
Okay. Has Corvo been doused yet?
He has.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna go up and take my what are these things called? My herbalism kit, and see if I can sort of fix any wounds that he might have.
Alright, go ahead and roll me a medicine check real quick. Yeah, you can get it patched back up.
Cool. Rub some aloe on those burns.
Variety of barks.
Yeah. Does Vitus look like he's? Actually, well, no. Saren would have been told about the thing with the as part of Yonder's stories. He probably would have included the siren in the Temple of Evil story.
Okay, I'm just making sure. It's like if it was up to me, no, that's not a story I tell everybody.
Yeah,
but I could if he told the story, then yeah.
I could see him kind of regaling
Yonder
that story.
would betray the confidence of V, going, "This is a painful memory for me. Don't anybody talk about this."
It might not.
I wouldn't consider it a betrayal either, but that's just not something I talk about.
I mean, it's also incredibly unlikely that it would be the same one. So
it's his sister. Twice removed.
You have enough knowledge to know I've got a thing for sirens.
Right? Yeah, exactly. Yeah, as far as Saren knows, that maybe he's just into he's got the deep sea fever.
There you go. Highly accurate.
He wants to catch something in his fishing net.
Can I make a possibly an insight check to see if this siren means us any harm?
Yeah, you can do that.
You can't.
From her current stance and position, you're not even sure that she's noticed you, so you're not really able to get any kind of an intent from her.
Ironically, her name is Senpai.
So trying to figure out if the dice match up. Saren, do you have +5 from your wisdom?
My insight bonus is 5.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good. Then that matched up.
Yeah.
Pixelated Soul. Hey, welcome in, Pixelated Soul.
Saren does know that a lot of Fey creatures have areas that they call their home. Like a dryad has a tree. Water Fey might have a body of water. Does he think that entering the river in any way would be defiling it for,
You're gonna pee in it?
Yeah. Or I think he's definitely not going to pee in it, but would even just running into it be cause for them to become offended or something?
Has Saren ever explored out in the Feywild personally, on his own or anything?
He might have caught glimpses of it during meditation or something. He wouldn't have gone by himself though.
One second, guys, hang on. Alright. So I don't think I think Saren would probably, roll me a nature check real quick. Let's do that way.
Okay.
Hey, yeah. So you know that they do have their sacred spaces, but walking into the river is probably not going to be seen as a threatening move. Mythox, thank you, Mythocus. I will get that. Thank you for that follow. I do appreciate that.
It's Mythoxius.
Mythoxius. Yeah, I'm terrible with names. I can't pronounce names to save my life. So.
Well, if the concern is somebody entering the body of water as an insult, then me screaming and running full speed and diving into the water while on fire is going to be problematic before you even think about going in yourself.
That's what he's trying to figure out, if what we've just done is like cause for them to.
Well, okay, I see what you were getting. I was thinking that he was wondering if himself stepping foot into the river was going to trigger anything. No, so if it is perceived as some sort of insult or trespass from the creature upriver, you don't see any kind of aggression or
reaction.
Reaction. There we go. That's the word I was looking for.
Right.
Yeah.
And
it's like all beautiful women do, with utter indifference.
Cool. All right. Yeah. Saren's gonna just watch from now. That's the end of his turn. Is what I mean.
And give me 2 seconds. I gotta preheat the oven. You guys watching on Twitch, we are having just an off night where everything's taking a little bit longer, so bear with us here.
No crock pot today. That's
I'm gonna say weak. No crock pot. Didn't have the stove preheated. Jeez, what's next?
It's throwing off the mojo.
Yeah, my flow is just way off today too. I had a funeral earlier, and my mom-in-law, like, we still don't know what happened, but basically 2 hours ago she was taking a step backwards and just her knee collapsed and she can't walk anymore.
Oh, geez.
Yeah, so she had to get an ambulance to the grocery store she was at.
That sucks.
Yeah. So yeah, it's off. I'm waiting to hear from my wife because she got off work a couple of minutes ago, and she's gonna head to the hospital and kind of find out what's up.
Is her mom like older?
Not outrageously. Her mom is.
Well, I mean, is she? So
62.
She's not. Yeah. So she's not the
no, she's not a shambling skeleton or anything.
I've fallen and I can't get up age bracket.
No.
Okay.
No, she was surprised to everybody else. She's like, I mean, I don't know how she could have done it, but it sounds like she tore a ligament or something. But so she took a step backwards, she heard a pop, and then her knee suddenly could not have any weight on it.
Was she stepping awful? Was she stepping down a step or down an incline or
just fucking in a parking lot? Just took a step backwards. It's so weird.
It's like all things. If it's something that has to do with tendons, it could have been a tendon or a ligament she had injured before, not really realized it, and so that step back was the last thread that's going to go, and it decided, I'm going to go now.
That's kind of what I'm betting on. Still sucks. But, I mean, I'm sure she'll be fine, but it's still like, God, that sucks. I'm not looking forward to being so old to where I can't, take a sure-footed step backwards and suddenly be in the hospital.
That's right. By the time you get that old, you won't go into the hospital. They'll just euthanize because it costs a fucking money to go into the hospital.
They just scan the barcode on your forehead and go, "Oh, I'm sorry there, TNG. You're not covered enough."
Yeah.
Would you like the pill or around behind the head? Wait, what?
They'll be like, "I've noticed that it's been 30 days since you last updated your personality to the cloud."
Nice.
Also, it'll be Siri telling you that.
My goodness. He must have fallen into the pot of whatever he was making there.
He needed to take lessons on how to breathe.
He's making fire by hand. He's in the kitchen rubbing two sticks together over the stove.
Sorry, I'm back. So I guess preheating the oven was a little bit not as accurate. I really had to go finish adding a few things to dinner, so that's ready just to stick in the oven. when it's done preheating. So
we're starting to consider having Twitch DMs.
Just pick a random person. You're it for today.
Hey, that would be interesting. Anyhow, hey, Mr. Lit, how's it going?
Hey, Mr. Lit.
All right, so I think we are at Anna. Anna, what are you up to?
Hey,
Well-
you never ask a lady what she's up to.
Do I hear the siren song lady thing?
Roll me perception.
It's the sound of the police.
Whoop whoop.
It's the sound of the beast.
Nice. You absolutely do.
So I hear it. Do I see her?
With that roll, I'll say yeah. You hear her, you can see her, no problem at all there.
And,
You can check her Facebook status.
Are any of the guys moving towards her?
I am.
Yeah, Dr. Vitus is.
I'm gonna follow Vitus. Make sure he doesn't get into trouble. I'm not gonna take any aggression or anything. I'm just gonna follow, make sure he doesn't get.
Okay. And for story purposes, we're kind of doing this out of initiative order, so stand
That's
by.
fine.
I will get to everybody. Gingy, what are you up to? Everybody's kind of followed you to the river. Looks like Brielle's going to kind of follow you, make sure that you're safe, or is at least tagging along.
I'm taking a step into the water, and I'm going to start making my way closer to the siren.
Okay. Go ahead, but it is a pretty swift river, especially as you get further away from the bank and the path where it crosses. So it takes you a little bit. It's slow going, but you are able to progress and make it about halfway there. Go ahead and roll me a perception check again as well.
Thing is, the dramatic demise of Dr. V will be caused by drowning in a river. Jeez.
Nice. All right.
Did you want a perception or a persuasion?
I wanted
shit.
perception. I was wondering for a second. It's like, that's a big
No,
bonus.
they're next to each other. I
No,
misclicked.
you're not the only person that's ever done that. No big deal. HP Fox does that on many occasions.
Hooray!
So she's definitely still there on the rock. The singing is a bit louder, and it's a song that is both kind of filling you with some nostalgia and also filling you with a little bit of dread, because the last time you heard it, you weren't in the most friendly surroundings.
Honestly, it would be filling. If it's the same kind of song, it would be filling me with relief knowing that she actually got out.
Okay, then you've definitely got some relief going on then.
Is it the same song?
As far as
So
he's
what
been
was her-
able to tell, it's very much a similar song.
Okay.
It's similar enough to strike memories.
Yeah, he's getting a little stirring in his loins. Cypher, what are you up to as this is going on?
Well, you said the flames were extinguished, so I'm going to examine myself for any sort of, like... I know that my body was on fire. I wasn't burning, my body was on fire. But I'm checking to see if I actually sustained any sort of burns from the flame that was coming from my flesh.
All right, so you've got a couple scorch marks under your fingers, or on your fingers, and like some black skin around the edges of your palms, but you aren't hurt anywhere. It's like you have soot on you.
And you are
probably
covered
from
with
the-
a bunch of like blobs of mud with tree bark and stuff stuffed in them because the druid was healing you, old school style.
Okay. So I guess what I will do... Shit. So my
I
robe...
think if you shit in the river, they will take offense to that.
Yeah, right. My cowl and stuff got burnt.
They did.
And my clothes got burnt. So I don't have a change of clothes. So I'm in a bad situation right now because I'm in ratty, burnt up clothing. I don't think I have anything that will help me in this case. Let me check just to be sure, though.
I have extra clothes if you need them.
I also have extra clothes. You might look like you're wearing a circus tent if you put on the Dragonborn size clothing.
Yeah, right. How far are we from a town or village or city or?
Well, you've been traveling into the Misty Forest for, I want to say it was a day and a half at least.
Okay, so we're not within reasonable distance.
No.
Okay, well then I will try to make the most of what I'm wearing. I'm going to make sure that my backpack is safe. Luckily we have that bag of holding specifically for the purpose of holding stuff, so I know that my other documents and whatnot are safe, along with the Yuan-ti head and several other things. So yeah, basically I think I'll get out of the water. I'll stay in the water long enough to wash out the beer and druid droppings that have been
steak is the word you're looking for.
I mean, it probably smells pretty good. It's like aloe leaves and shit.
Actually, the combination of cheap beer and a bunch of aloe and berries, it would smell like a microbrew.
Right, no, I get it. So I'm basically the physical representation of a gutter outside of a bar. I understand. So
so you have right now you have +5 on all your charisma checks for dwarves.
So yeah, what I will do is I'm gonna wash myself out thoroughly in the river or the stream, and also try to do the best that I can to maintain the clothes that I have left.
Okay.
And then after that, we are fully out of the wild magic area. Is that right?
No.
Yeah, at least the part of the river up by where the siren is, where Dr. V is walking up into, is inside of it.
Yeah. Would I know where we are in terms of the wild magic?
Roll me you can either roll me intelligence or perception.
All right, let me see here. Core stats. Intelligence. Well, I think isn't perception an intelligence roll?
It's a wisdom roll.
How is it that I? Okay, intelligence. Oh, I get it because of the. Okay. Yeah. All right. It's the same either way, so I'll just go with perception.
All right.
215. So 2020.
Same either way.
Yeah. You know that you guys where you were currently standing, and it is right on the edge of the wild magic zone. If you were to move a few feet to your east, good 20 paces or so, your guess is probably be outside of it.
So over here then.
Yeah.
Roughly. Okay. All right. Well, since so what I will do is move about halfway, staying in the stream, and I will cast another spell.
All right. Go ahead and roll me a D100.
Roll.
Thought we had a conversation, or no? Oh, I see. The visual doesn't matter.
Yeah. One of the dice is under the turn order anyway, so I can't see it regardless.
It's not for me.
Yeah.
Hang on, I'm having to find the wild magic table again real quick.
32 is actually a familiar-looking roll for the wild magic.
Let me see. Let me scroll back, see if we have a history of all the shit I rolled before.
So, you cast a spell.
Mm-hmm.
And immediately everything around you takes on a very ethereal appearance. It's all shimmery, light blue, translucent. Anybody paying attention to Corvo?
Nope.
He is suddenly very translucent and blue and ethereal looking. Cypher, for the time being, you are on the astral plane.
Okay. I'm curious if I have previous experience with the astral plane so I can recognize what it is.
With your patron, I'd probably say no.
Okay.
Can you hear something similar to the Red Hot Chili Peppers playing a song? It's my astral plane.
Oh, God
geez.
damn it. Oh, that was horrible. Good job. Anything else you want to do, Cypher?
I'm just gonna keep testing at this point, so go ahead and go along with everybody else, because I'm just gonna fucking...
He's just poking himself.
Yeah, pretty much.
So when your turn ends, you return from the astral plane, you find yourself back where you were standing a moment ago.
Right.
Go. What are you up to?
Well, I was watching Corvo get all ghostly and stuff, and I was trying to keep an eye on him, and then I suddenly turn around and realize that my paycheck has wandered off again, and I just facepalm. Damn it! So I will try to determine what the hell he's wandering up towards, because you said we all saw her, but he is kind of wandering for some reason right down the middle of the stream when there's a shoreline you could kind of walk along. So I'm curious why he's doing that. So I will try to insight my boss.
Roll for it.
Like, what is wrong with him? Insights. Skills. And on that. But then I have to minimize my thing and drag the dice.
Alright. So you have no idea what's going on with him. You've never seen him act this way before in your time that you've known him.
Okay, so it's not the side effects of too much booze, too much recreational drugs, or casting a charm spell on himself accidentally while looking in the mirror. Check mark. End turn right where I'm at.
Alright.
I can see Brielle. She's hard to miss. She's right behind him.
Yeah. Steve, what are you up to? Saren, what's Saren doing?
Okay, Saren's just sort of gonna watch Vitus approach the siren. He doesn't see any immediate danger, and he doesn't want to, like, he feels like this isn't really his business, so he's gonna sit on this rock right here.
Okay. And Anna, what are you up to? Are you just still following Dr. Vitus?
Vitus is before me, but yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I would be for you to be following me.
And she's looking at the initiative order.
Initiative order as well.
Yeah, I'm going out of order, but for sake of story at the moment.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just gonna follow Vitus, make sure he's safe, and dunk him underwater if he looks starry-eyed.
Okay, roll me a perception check real quick.
Red dice. Ooh.
Alright. Gingy, describe, like, how Dr. Vitus looks at the moment. Is he, like, dressing himself up? Does he look glassed over?
No, he's not glassed over. He's not under any sort of siren effect right now. He's just having a holy shit moment. And is pursuing the... there's nothing magically or chemically altered about this. He just thinks he sees somebody that was important to him at one moment of his life, and he's going to go see how that's going.
Okay.
See if he's right. The ghost of the past.
So that's kind of what that's what you see, Anna, when you look at Dr. Vitus. Is like he's got this excited look on his face, like, holy shit.
Well, I'm gonna ask him if he's okay. You know, be a friend. I'm not gonna be like.
You don't exist right now. Nobody does.
I'm just gonna be with him and watch. I know how he is. If he wants to go after something, he's gonna.
Yeah, we've seen the results of our boss thinking with the little Vitus.
Alright. So bring us back around. Gingy, you still making your way up the upstream?
Yeah, I'm going to push my way upstream.
Alright. Go ahead and roll me perception again as you get closer. And I need to find like a nice deep pool map or something at some point. Alright. So looking her over, you're definitely getting flashbacks from your time that you spent talking with her in the Tomb of Horrors. And she definitely looks like the same person that you were talking to. As you're getting closer, you're noticing little details that are indicating that, yeah, this is absolutely the same person you were talking to.
I